Greetings. I couldn't help mention something. I got like a card, wedding invitation about a month ago, maybe more, less. I don't know. It's been a little while. Um, I don't think I noticed right the first day I saw it, but not too long after, in like June. Oh, what month is June? Oh, it's 6. Okay, and June 6th. You know, and I didn't bring this up to anyone. It's just something I see on the card. It's 6-6, and it just, what are you supposed to think? See, I don't know if that's an example of things working out like that and people don't even try. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want my wedding, if I had one, to be on 6-6. That's just me. I don't think so anyway, because that's carnal. Man is made on day 6, carnal, natural. So the first thing I think of when I see 6-6 is one for each, the man and the woman. Somebody I've known for a long time. I don't think they know. No, there's no way. If I brought it up, there would probably be like a anger and shock. But it's these kind of things that I can't help notice, but help and notice sometimes. I think it just might be an example of weird numbers like this, and people don't even try. June 6th, and that's friend's wedding. Got a card a month ago, a little over a month. I don't know. I'm like, okay, June 6th. I'm like, wait a second. June is the 6th month, isn't it? Yeah. So I was like, oh, 6 on the 6th, 6-6, one man and woman, 6-6, carnal wedding. You know, um, I didn't bring it up to anybody. It's not that big of a deal. It's just strange because, yeah, maybe June because it's usually nicer weather by then, but it's just still strange. Um, and see, I don't think that happened on purpose, but since I've been on the numbers with those last couple videos, I still don't know. Um, it just might be a hoax. I've gone back and forth, but I don't, one of the two, right? Death hoax or like a sacrifice, which is pretty hardcore. There's other things I've heard that are coming to mind. Storyteller, loves telling stories, loves being behind the scenes, but not there. Interviews, they're just like little, I don't know, clues maybe. And the beast is mentioned in this one interview I've seen more than once. Cyclical, like ups and downs with teams, and that's part of the beast and predicting the Lakers rebuilding and winning championships. This LeBron passes Kobe on the all-time scoring list. One day after that, Kobe crashes. He's third all-time scoring, and LeBron takes the third spot. Kobe goes to fourth, and within a day, he crashes. You see how perfect that is? Takes over. LeBron's 23, third place, and Kobe's like 24, fourth place, slid down one spot. It's too perfect. So I still think I favor, not that this is should be super crazy important, but if it is, it's a massive lie either way because so these people aren't good, like they put on. If someone's okay to lying to the whole world like that, that's pretty beastly. Um, it's a massive lie that's never going to be taken back. But I don't know for sure. I know it's not right. Something's not right, and I just couldn't help to notice the friend's wedding that I've known for a while got a card 6-6, you know. Um, It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Not that big of a deal, but I wouldn't have noticed that otherwise some time back. Like, oh, okay, June 6th. That those numbers, 6 and 66 and 666, and I read that in scripture, 666. And man is made on day 6. Um, there's 666 in Solomon's kingdom, like 666 talents of gold. The only other place I know of where that number is besides Revelation, 666, and see how the gold's attached to it. Money. That's what these kingdoms are about. Greed, money, power, control. Satan's kingdoms that's like the priority, the the love of money and making as much as possible and doing whatever it takes, whether it's lies, corruption, deception, to continue making more. So it could be this is a hoax and a couple things happen. If so, you're immortalized, lots of revenue and money comes in when something like this happens. This is just facts anybody can look into. Um, and maybe still have a really high power behind the scenes, you know, like a big say, some big shot now, behind the scenes, Wizard of Oz. Um, well, either way, it's evil. And I don't think I had much more to say, but 666 is connected to money. That should be a given. But sure enough, virtually every denomination is connected to money too, They're making money and taking money. I'd say most of them. I really don't know a percentage, but I think most of them are paid. I believe so. I could be a little off there, but I believe most of them are paid. And they move around, I've heard, when they want more pay, they get angry and moves to somewhere else that pays them more. So it's like the business of religion, 666 kingdoms. Um, where your heart is, there your treasure is. So if your heart's in money, it's your heart's underground, where the treasure is underground, or it's heavenly treasure above. So those are true words. Where your heart is, your treasure is also, or where your treasure is, whatever it is, that's where your heart is. The more I see these things, the more I see that the ministers I grew up in the church world never taught these things. It's like as if those parables never even existed. It's amazing. They skip these things on purpose. That's what I believe is happening. They don't have anything to say on it, or if it's looking like it's against them or attacking them, they just skip it. Unless they have a really good way to twist it, then they have enough. Then they have like, okay, I could read this because I could twist it, and make it mean something that perfectly opposite that it means. That was like a little, I made a video about that, the treasure. People look for treasure, so it's what you look for. You search for treasure, and it just came one day. It's very simple, but I didn't have it before I got it. So I'm pretty sure, the church world doesn't have it. They don't see that with the spiritual eyes. that their heart's in treasure underground, buried, you know. It's carnal, low, earthy. It's things that just corrupt and rust, and you know, like we read, it corrupts the heart. So these people are utterly corrupt. They're okay with lying to the whole world. See, it's no big deal. But the people are so blinded, and that these people are their idols, you know, they're idols, and they're like, they can't believe that. Look at him, he's a good guy. He wouldn't lie to the whole world. Yes, he would. They do it all the time. People lie so much they don't even know how much they lie, you know, and I've through figuring out that for myself, as not I'm not exempt. So I know it's happening to others, the whole world. If I'm seeing it and it's like a battle and you're seeing it now, see, what about people that don't see it all? Well, they just continue to lie all the time. Lies are happening so much that it's the truth. So for me, it's not hard for me to see, you know, somebody that's saying beast in this interview more than once and mentioning something about the light musings and the dark musings. And the dark musings is where you can reach out for the most, power. And that power's in the dark. Why am I not surprised that someone like Kobe had this little thing for kids? You know, they're deceivers. Um, and he loves storytelling. Could be that it's just a giant story that he told, you know, just a giant sick story. I think I favor that now because of the storytelling that, you know, that's been revealed that he likes so much. But still, how did it all get pulled off, you know? It's like the wedding thing. People just do things that line up. They don't necessarily have to try or know every little detail. I don't think that's what's going on. But maybe when there's enough people on it together, something like that could happen. I don't know. Um, I think that's why I read to keep, you know, it says think about good things because this world's, he's revealing a lot of dark things, you know, so don't like make that the focus. Keep your mind on good things, not these evil things that I'm showing you, you know, he's telling us. Well, that's why I believe he said that. Because for carnal people, they're not really seeing this at all, the dark, real dark things, you know, so that verse doesn't apply for them, you know, it's just, it applies in a carnal way. It applies as an outward appearance, carnal, juicy hamburger, fleshy way, you know, if I can say it like that, not like with real understanding. Um, and that's how much of the scripture they do with it. It just sort of like a carnal, you know, flesh, feel good understanding, right? And you can't blame them, like you said. But it's not going to stop us from saying what the truth is it? That's what religion does. It's carnal. Um, I don't know. Will I mention that? Hey, you know, why is your wedding on June 6th? Don't you know that's 6/6? You know, I can't imagine that being a good response. So I don't know. I wouldn't say it out of like, it would just be curious to, but I probably won't. Um, just let it be, you know. Yeah, there's some other, a couple other things to throw in there that I've already, and not those two videos there, or one video about the numbers. There's a lot more that I didn't talk about that I seen before that. And now another one I think I didn't see is he overthrew his record within a day of, like a day before, that helicopter crash, so-called. So within a day, and then one disappears and another king comes, overthrows a pretty big thing. This is like, it's a big thing for the world. It's third all time scoring, all time. And then Kobe went to fourth. That's like getting dethroned, one spot. And their numbers are within one, 23 and 24, too many things. I think that's all I have. Please take care of Seek Truth.